and also hit that subscribe button for more NBA FanDuel and DraftKings lineup advice videos. Last night wasn't too bad for premium. I didn't play, like I said. Subscribers played a little bit light, but we scored a 345.4 and a 326.1 in cash games. Both of them did cash, so we'd love to have you guys come join us. Today is the last day of, well, technically kind of the first half of the NBA season. With the All-Star break coming up, there will not be any games until next Thursday. So today is literally the last day for you guys to play regular NBA games. And yeah, like I said, we'd love for you guys to come join us. $6 for a main slate day pass, less than a cup of coffee for two lineups if you would want to. You can do two lineups for FanDuel, two for DK, or you can do one of each if you would like. And also, like I said, we won't have any videos for a couple days because, well, there's no NBA. So just keep that one in mind. And also, like I said, if you guys do want to come join us, we do have a bundle going on for the couple days that there is no NBA. That's going to include college basketball, EPL, and also NASCAR for a bundle. So if you guys want to get in on any of that, check us out on our Twitter. That'll be in the comment section below. Click that link, take you right to our Twitter, and also message us on our email if you guys do not have Twitter. All right, so let's go dive into it. We've got a 3-game slate to look at for you guys for the 12th of February. Let's look at our first game. Milwaukee Bucks taking on Oklahoma City, 214, 13.5. So a lot of these guys' reports have not been issued yet. They're injury reports as of I'm recording this. So there's, like I said, we'll go through a lot of the scenarios and try to do the best we can for you guys, like we usually do. All right, diving into it. Like I said, back to back for a lot of these teams here. Milwaukee back to back. Kevin Porter, right? He's looked absolute phenomenal against Orlando. Ryan Rollins was out, so we'll see what Milwaukee does. Do they continue playing Porter, or do they rest him this one and let Ryan Rollins play a little bit more? We'll see. If Porter does sit, Ryan Rollins definitely a must play. Cam Thomas absolutely popped off. Not sure if he's going to play on the back to back. So, like I said, there's just a lot of question marks going on. But Ryan Rollins will be the main guy. He should be playing in this one. If Porter's out, Kuzma comes into play. Portis really has not been playing big minutes. I don't know if that's because of foul trouble. I haven't looked, or they've just been limiting him the last couple days. But they really have not been playing Bobby too much going into the All-Star break. So keep an eye on the starting lineup. I know he doesn't usually start, but if Jericho Sims starts again, why not play him? I mean, he's $4,100. If he comes off the bench, I'm a little weary about it, but 4,100, definitely one of the better value plays of the slate. And like I said, I know it's taken on OKC, so that's why I don't want too many bucks here. But if I had to pick any bucks, if Sim starts, I would put him in there. If Ryan Rollins does start, he's worth a look. I know it's not the greatest defense, but there would be a little bit more usage rate. If Porter plays with Rollins, I'm not into Rollins. I only like Rollins if Porter is out. And like I said, that's just me hoping that Porter's out here on the back-to-back. All right, OKC side of things, yeah, back-to-back, no injury report out for these guys yet. I wouldn't be surprised if Chet Holmgren maybe sits. Jalen Williams looks like he's already doubtful in this one. So, guys, you can look at is the other Jalen Williams. He's been doing pretty good. Did play a pretty significant amount of minutes last night, though, 28. But as you know, he can play any amount of minutes, 39 against San Antonio. So, yeah, if Jalen and Chet are out, definitely don't mind looking at Jalen. I know that sounds weird, but Kendrick Williams, another guy that comes into play. Once again, not the greatest ball player, but he can get it done at 4,000. Depending on injuries, Wiggins, I really like him if he starts. Joe and Dort, as is kind of pick and choose. One of those guys could absolutely pop off and change the slate. So there's that. And then I don't think anyone on the front court's going to be out, but if anyone's out, McCain comes into play a little bit more. But McCain's slightly limited on his minutes right now, around 20 to 23. So if randomly Wallace or Dort, somebody was out, then he definitely would come into consideration. Portland and Utah. Finally got a little bit better of a game, maybe. We'll see. 239.5, 8.5. So Utah did just announce that Jackson is going to have season-ending injury, knee injury, surgery, sorry, here today. So he's going to be out for the rest of the year. I don't know. I think Utah really could have came back, honestly, here and probably made the playoffs. But they have a half-decent team. But yeah, they're obviously setting up for next year. But Yeah, so let's go look at the Utah side of things. So Jaren Jackson's out, as I mentioned, back to back here for Utah, and we know how they are with their starters recently. So yeah, we'll have to see how it is. I would expect Nurk to be out, or if he comes off the bench, then he's probably not going to play. So keep that one in mind. Kyle Flapowski, going to be very, very popular tonight. Keep, obviously put him in there. Markkinen's probably going to be out. And then, we'll see what Utah does if they go a little bit smaller. You got guys like Ace Bailey, Sensabaugh, Cody Williams. These guys are all definitely in play depending on the injury news. And same thing, obviously, with Isaiah Collier. Might be a little bit of a higher scoring night. And like I said, Collier, they didn't play a ton of minutes last night against Sacramento. It was a slight blowout. So I think Collier hopefully should be fine to go in this one. So um, I don't know how much run Vince Williams is really going to get. He played a little bit against Sacramento. Like I said, if a couple guys are out, then maybe Williams comes into play a little bit more. Um, and then over here on the flip side of things, let's go check out the Portland Trailblazers. So once again, they have question marks everywhere. Back to back for them as well. Sharp has missed a couple games, so we'll see if he's available to play in this one. Um, I think Drew Holiday, if he plays, is a solid cash game play at 6,400. Um, see what's going on with Denny here. Nothing yet on the injury report for Denny Avila. Like I said, a lot of this reports will probably come out here in just a little bit. um, so yeah, Avila sits, Grant, Kamara come into play really well. Donovan Klingen's in a pretty good spot. Expect Robert Williams to probably sit in this one on the back to back. So yeah, just kind of have to see the injury reports. Unfortunately, these games are kind of like spread out 4:30, 6, 7. So may not get a little. We're probably going to get like the question marks throughout the day, but we're probably not going to get the official news until later tonight. So, but keep that one in mind. Overall, a really good game. Just got to figure out who's playing, who's not, but really good value on both sides. Dallas and the Lakers last game the of the night. We have a 236, 6.5. So it was actually a 230. That's interesting. I would probably bet the under on the 236. I feel like that's a little high, especially with Luca and Flag being out. Interesting. Okay, so let's go look at the Lakers side of things. Um, Looks like the Lakers are going to be semi-healthy again tonight. Austin Reeves is going to be back. Smart and LeBron after a rest day. DeAndre Ayton's still questionable with an actual knee injury, so I wouldn't be surprised if they sit him out throughout the All-Star break. And then these guys are all going to split minutes. Jackson Hayes probably your best bet just because he's going to start, but they all play around 20, 22 minutes. Hayes is your guy that's going to get the most foul trouble, though, unfortunately. Um, you can look at Jake if you want, 5,100, but I just think with Austin Reeves being back, it's going to be an Austin Reeves LeBron show. It really is. I think Reeves is worth the 8,400 in this one. If they think it's going to be a 236, this dude right here is going to pop off. So I expect him to get about 30 to 31 minutes in this one. Had a rest day against San Antonio. He should be good to go. Looks like his minutes have been ramping up pretty solid. So give Austin Reeves a shot at 84 tonight and Smart as well at 4,800. So got a little bit of time. Let's go look at the Dallas side. I'm so sorry, guys. Totally forgot about Dallas. But we will do a little skeleton lineup for you guys as well. So Cooper Flag is out. A lot of usage that goes around. Brendan Williams, this is really going to help him out quite a bit. This guy has a lot of usage rate. I know his minutes haven't been really great, but I expect his minutes to be around 22 to 24 in this one and be a solid cash game play, get you around 25 to 28. And he could maybe, get you 30, 31 if he's really feeling it here in this one. Yeah, with Flag being out, Christie as well is kind of underpriced at only 4,900. Had 15 shots against San Antonio a couple days ago, so usage rate's definitely there for him. Struggled a little bit against Phoenix, but still had 25 fantasy points at 4,900 with Cooper Flag being out. Definitely got to be one of your best values of the slate. Another half decent value plays Chris Middleton. Only thing with him is he's limited on his minutes no matter what. He's going to play 22, 23. So just limits Chris Middleton's upside. And then, he's got Klay Thompson over there as well. But Klay did not play last time. So we'll definitely see how that goes. But Max Christie definitely should be in a half decent spot. Najee Marshall is questionable as well. So PJ Washington comes into play. I just don't know how this is a 236 with all these injuries. But Washington comes into play. Looks like he's been slightly coming back as well. Um, I mean, I think the main guy you really got to look at here, slight value, is Marvin Bagley. Coming off the bench, he's playing about 24 minutes last two games here on his new team in Dallas. With Gafford being there, it's not really going to affect Bagley. This is what Bagley's going to play. He's going to play 22, 25 minutes. And at 4,700, he's still worth a play. If he would have had a couple blocks against Phoenix, he would have had at least 30. So, got to look at Bagley in this one. All right, so let's go fill out a couple people for you here. So as I just mentioned, I really don't mind looking at Bagley at 4,700. Even if he comes off the bench, he's fine. That's what he usually does. And like I said, keep an eye on the Milwaukee news. Don't mind looking at Isaiah Collier. Um, I don't think Keontae coming back really hurts him. Slash, I don't think Keontae comes back in this one. So there's that for you. Like I said, Brandon Williams looking good. If you want to go more cash games, Drew Holiday is a good spot, but Brandon Williams not too bad of an option. If Sharp and Henderson comes back, I think that gives a slight downgrade to Holiday. Then I would probably switch over to Brandon Williams. Um, Over at the shooting guard position, we have 6,800. Like I said, I really like Austin Reeves tonight. I think he's in a very good spot. In this area, I would probably trust Max Christie at 4,900. He's in a good spot. Like I said, no Cooper Flag, a lot more usage rate going around there for Dallas. 6,900 here left. I think you could probably spend up for LeBron if you wanted to. You don't need to. But then, like I said, I'm really intrigued to see what's going on with the OKC because I really think they're going to rest a couple of their dudes. They have to. Like I said, Wiggins is in a really good spot at 5,600 if they rest a couple of their guys. Probably one of my favorite plays in this mid range. I'd take Wiggins over Jake and Bryce as well. But like I said, this is really dependent on if anyone is out. If nobody's out for OKC and they do exactly what they did last night, I'm not going to play Aaron Wiggins, but I just don't see them not resting anybody. Like Chet and some of the bigger guys. So, um, but yeah, there you go. That leaves you at 6,400. There's not a lot of big names out there tonight. So, I mean, if Denny Avila does play and you have the salary for him, I mean, you could fill it up, but his minutes have been terrible. So you're not really getting a lot if you're paying 98 for Denny. So, I mean, if anything, there's just not a lot tonight. I mean, Klingon's in a good spot if you don't want to go Bagley. He'll probably get you a lot more fantasy points here against a Utah team. Um, but that gives you 51, so that's a little bit better. But something like that, like I said, and you got Kyle Flipowski as well. I'm guessing that the Utah's going to rest a lot of their guys. That gives you 37. Obviously, you can mess things around a little bit, but that's kind of what we're looking at. We'd love to have you guys come join us for a day pass. Only $6 for the main slate. Why not come join us? Less than a cup of coffee. And like I said, there's no NBA until next Thursday, so we're going to be off for about 6 days for you guys. We do have Daytona 500 on Sunday. If you guys want to come join us for that, message us to get in on like I said, NASCAR. We got college basketball, and we do have some EPL as well, English Premier League. So if you guys want to get in any of that, would love to have you join us, and we have screenshots to prove that we've won in all three of those sports before, and we definitely know what we're doing in those sports. We're not just giving you a random lineup. So, all right, once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys here in the next one. Enjoy the week off, and like I said, if you have any questions at all, Twitter will be in the comment section and email as well. And once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate all the support, and we'll see you guys here a couple days.